The Inescapable Game. Consider the multitude of ways in which our lives are regulated from the onset. Social security numbers, mandatory education, and legal obligations. From the moment of our birth, our identity is codified, categorized, and set upon a trajectory that intertwines personal destiny, your soul game, with societal obligation, the game of life. These identifiers, these legal and social constructs, aren't just labels. They are leashes, subtly directing the course of our lives under the guise of order and organization. But who holds these leashes? The custodians of the system, an intricate web of governments, institutions, and legal frameworks. These custodians don't just oversee. They dictate, often under the pretense of protection or progress. They are the arbiters of the game of life, setting the rules, defining success, and defining acceptable participation. The system, its mandates are far-reaching: taxation, civic duties, legal standards. The expectation isn't merely participation, but compliance. The system prescribes how we should live, what we owe, and often, what we aspire to. It delineates the boundaries of normalcy, legality, and morality. Yet, these prescriptions are presented not as choices but as inevitabilities. But what if one doesn't wish to conform to the prescripted narrative? The system is unyielding, often punitive. Step outside the prescribed path, and you encounter resistance. Fines, monetary punishment meant to enforce the cage you're expected to stay in, ostracization, or even incarceration. The term confinement is particularly apt. It's a penalty for those who attempt to redefine or escape their confines. This illustrates the paradox of our freedom. While ostensibly citizens of a free society, our autonomy is circumscribed by an omnipotent, omnipresent system. How then can one win in a game where the rules are rigid and the path predefined? The key lies in understanding the game itself. Knowledge is power, and in the context of the system, it's the power to navigate, negotiate, and sometimes neutralize the impositions we face. By comprehending the rules, the structure, and the objectives of the system, one can maneuver with greater awareness and agility. Is the system fair? No. If it was, the innocent wouldn't go to jail, and the guilty wouldn't often roam free. One must understand the language of the system, legalese, bureaucracy, the fine print that governs life. Deciphering this allows one to anticipate moves, recognize rights, and seize opportunities. It's about transforming from a passive participant to an active, informed player. But knowledge alone isn't enough. It must be coupled with strategy and foresight. It involves recognizing the system's patterns, predicting its moves, and understanding its weaknesses. It's about finding the loopholes, the shortcuts, and the less traveled paths. This doesn't necessarily mean breaking the rules, but bending them to one's advantage, playing the game on one's own terms while still within the confines of the system's game board. In essence, we may not have chosen to enter the system, but we can choose how we navigate it. The system, as formidable as it is, operates on principles and patterns that can be understood and utilized. By learning its language, comprehending its mechanics, and anticipating its demands, we can position ourselves not as pawns but as players, savvy, empowered, and capable of carving a path that aligns with our own definitions of success and freedom. The game of life is complex, but with the right insight and strategy, it's a game that can be played to win.